waiting for your Prince Charming?
Oui. His name is Jacques, and he has 5 stars.
Oh, what a catch.
Nice job in there. I'm a little surprised, though.
Why?
Americans can't tolerate ambiguity.
Oh, honey, if I get restless.
Baby, you're not the kind.
Hi.
So nice to be here with you.
Lovely to meet you.
I have a few questions, and the first one is, how has Emily's personal style and professional struggles evolved this season?
Her style has evolved this season in a very, a more tailored, sophisticated way. I think, we're seeing her in season 1 as a bright, bold, bubbly personality that we have to get to know on screen as well. So through her wardrobe, it's very vibrant and bold. This season, we already know who Emily is inside, so I think she can be more tailored, monochromatic, chic, a bit more Parisian. So I think there's a lot more tailoring this season, which made me want to steal the costumes more.
What was Julian's most stylish or most unusual outfit in season 4? Can you share some interesting details about Julian's fashion?
Do you know what? I think that Julian's fashion is stylish and unusual already. The whole thing is stylish and unusual. But I'd say there is one outfit that he's wearing who's white on one side and black on the other side, and I think that was very visual. This one was very visual, and I liked it a lot. That was a nice one.
And is there a designer or like a fashion icon who inspires Emily's fashion? Has their influence been reflected in this season's wardrobe choices?
Oh, I think maybe like Jane Birkin would be a good person to kind of reference in some of the fashion. But I think Marilyn really, the bangs for her were something that really inspired last season, and then the transition out of them this year was more about Emily wearing the pants, like Emily feeling grounded. So there's a lot of pantsuits and kind of, I don't think there was one person in particular, but it was more of like a molding of the worlds back, more like into the Parisian style.
Mindy's connection to music is quite striking. How do you think music plays a role in reflecting a city's culture?
Oh my gosh, huge. Love this question. Wow.
Beautiful, yeah.
I think music is the universal language, and then getting to know each culture's different music is like what, it also kind of tells you like the vibe of that country right then, and like how, I love it. I love that question.
If you could spend a day with Luc in your favorite corner of Paris, where would you go and what would you do? What would an ideal Parisian day for Luc look like?
Oh, the Parisian day for Luc look like very strange things, because Luc he's got his own personality, very particular. Maybe sometimes he go to the cemetery to have lunch, so it's very special. So you have to imagine that Luc is living on a boat on the scene, the Peniche. So can you imagine he wake up on the morning, having breakfast on the scene, the Peniche, after the lunch on the cemetery? So can you imagine the diner? It's so strange. So I cannot even imagine. I let the authors give to me the opportunity to share with all the audience all that craziness.
How it's going to be balanced this season?
Oh my god, I think that we never drop the ball on the comedy of it.
Yeah.
Our writers are so great.
Pace
And
of
like
it,
the
everything like that.
pace, Darren's like pace and editing this too is like so fun to watch. But I think the drama, I feel like there's just so much going on with each of the characters, and now it's a lot of it's intertwined with each other. So I think we're gonna see a lot of that this
Yeah,
season.
the shades for this season are so kind of on each side of the spectrum, and they just weave together so well. It's like once you think something's happening, it takes a complete left turn, and it leaves you kind of a little bit uneasy of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
In real life, do you find a style that aligns with Emily's fashion?
Like my fashion choices, I mean, I think I've become a bit more bolder in fashion. I've always loved it, but she's taught me a lot about taking more risks in my own life. But I think this year it's more reminiscent of my choices, because I feel like my fashion choices are influencing her a little bit more.
You previously worked on a movie which was filmed in Turkey.
It was, I was in Istanbul for 6-7 weeks, which was
So you had an experience in Istanbul.
amazing. I tried to drive Which is a really bad idea.
Oh.
Taksim Square gets really crazy, yeah.
And what experiences do you see between living and like working in Istanbul compared to Paris?
Gosh, I think working in Istanbul, the culture's so rich, the smells, the people, it's a completely different world, which was so fascinating to kind of throw myself into. And I wish I had more time to spend there. I think I've been back a few times since, so I'm a massive fan of Istanbul.
I feel like you're so adaptable too. So like you love any.
Just bring it on. I went back. I was there last year for my birthday. I went to watch the Champions League final, which was just stunning and amazing. So, but yeah, filming in Paris, I guess because I've spent blocks of time there, a little bit more. It also just kind of gives you different perspective.
What is your favorite episode of this season? I'm asking both of you.
Me, I think my favorite episode this season is going to be the episode of the mask episode.
Masquerade.
Yeah, the masquerade, because I have a very heartfelt scene with Philippine, and I had a very good time on set doing that with her, and she's so supportive. It's so cool for an actor to have somebody that is literally feeding you positive energy all the time, and yeah, I just had such a good time doing that thing.
My favorite episode in that season is the last one. I cannot tell you why exactly, but you will discover a new location, an amazing place, a great cliffhanger, and I have a lot of things to do with that location, and you will discover why. I love the last one.
Oh, you know what? We haven't seen the second half of it, so we don't.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I liked probably I loved being able to film in like Rome. We only had one scene together, so
We had one scene
that was a
together,
good episode.
yeah. I think for me, I think being able to shoot at Roland Garros, the tennis stadium, was
that was
amazing.
That was cool for us. Yeah.
Kind of got the real treatment there. So thank you for letting us kind of hang out there for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Well, lastly, can you say hi to the fans to Turkey?
Of course. Wait, how do you say love you or thank you?
Thank you, teşekkürler is easy.
Teşekkürler.
Teşekkürler. Okay, great.
Teşekkürler, Türkiye.
Turkey. Okay, ready? 2, 3.
Teşekkürler,
Turkey.
How do you say hi in Turkish?
Merhaba.
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 Yes.
Merhaba.
Merhaba.
Merhaba, Turkey.
Merhaba, Turkey. We love you.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching Emily in Paris.
Yeah.
We love you.